Bet you didn't know there's a place where Kentucky football and basketball fans unite. Welcome to Big Blue Breakdown. Whether you bleed blue or just love a good game, we've got the latest stories, hottest takes, and a whole lot of hometown pride. Hit play and join the conversation. This is your home for all things Kentucky sports.
Alrighty, welcome in everybody to episode 78 here on the Big Blue Breakdown. I appreciate you guys coming here and listening to this episode. If you guys already haven't, go check us out on social media. On TikTok, X, and Instagram. The @ is BigBlue_BDown. Go check us out on there right now, because if you don't, you are missing extra content as we post on there a lot. Also, help us out here on YouTube and on Spotify. On both platforms, subscribe, like, comment, and share. That's the best way to help the channel grow. I appreciate you guys coming here and listening to this episode. In this episode, we're going to be breaking down my SEC power rankings and my top 25 heading into week number 8 of the college football season. I appreciate you guys coming here and listening to this one. Before we get started in today's episode, let's go ahead and give a quick word over to our friends at W Energy. Hello everybody, we wanted to take a break in this episode to tell you about our friends over at W Energy. W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like any other energy drink. Some facts about W. Number 1, it's zero sugar, artificial colors, or dyes, or hidden ingredients. It is also gluten-free. Number 2, all flavors are unique and custom made by W. You'll never taste anything like a W drink. Number 3, the drinks are $1 or less, guys. That is cheaper than Starbucks or any canned drink. Lastly, it is made in the U.S. It is close to home. Guys, if you guys are looking forward to going to a Kentucky football game or Kentucky basketball game and you need some energy, get W. W is the perfect thing for you working out and you need some energy. You need W. You need W throughout the day. It is for you. Use promo code BIGBLUE10 to get 10% off every single order. Guys, it not only just helps you guys be able to have a clean energy drink that you can use all the time with the tubs that they give you. It helps me and it helps the channel keep growing. And with you guys, if you guys do that, it helps us post more content and helps them, guys. So it's a win-win-win for everybody. But thank you guys so much for your time here. Please go check out W. Check out their website, and when you are about to purchase something, use promo code BIGBLUE10 to get 10% off your order. Alrighty, welcome back into the Big Blue Breakdown, episode number 78 here. So, before we dive into my SEC power rankings and my top 25, I want to give you guys the criteria of the rankings. So, for my SEC power rankings, very, very simple. If Team A meets Team B on a neutral site field, who wins? Very simple. That's what I have there. Then, for my top 25, I have kind of a resume just like the AP Top 25, but it's just kind of my version of it. Very, very simple, very easy. Just resume how the AP Top 25 would do it, but my version. But the SEC Power Rankings is very, very simple as well. So 2 different ways that I do these right here. So it could be very contradictory to each other, but it's two separate criterias for those things. So let's go ahead and jump into my SEC power rankings heading into week number 8. So, number 1, Alabama. Number 2, Texas A&M. 3, Ole Miss. 4, Georgia. 5, Tennessee. 6, Missouri. 7, Oklahoma. 8, Texas. 9, LSU. 10, Vanderbilt. 11, Mississippi State. 12, Florida. 13, Auburn. 14, South Carolina. 15, Arkansas. And 16, Kentucky. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start at the bottom, work my way to the top, tell you why they're in each spot. 16, Kentucky. Had a bye week this week, didn't play. From what we just seen with Arkansas, Kentucky's just, as of right now, even as a Kentucky fan, we're just not a good football team right now. Simply put it to you, we are just not a good football team right now. I don't know if we will be with Mark Stoops here, but can't really say much about us right now. We're not very good. Had us last year, had a bye week. Moving on. Arkansas really challenges a very good Tennessee team on the road in Petrino's first game as the interim head coach for the Arkansas Razorbacks. They should really challenge the Vols at home. Still don't have a good defense, but have a very good offense with Taylor Green. If they can literally just have their defense be okay, this team would be so good. Moving on. South Carolina falls to LSU on the road. Now, you've seen some pretty good things in the running game. Lenore Sellers is still amazing, but their offensive line is absolutely horrendous. Offensive line coach just got fired. So, have them here. Done nothing good really all year. 13, Auburn. Kind of got cheated out of the game against the Georgia Bulldogs. But that was in the first half, guys. I want to say that was in the first half. Yes, Auburn probably should have been leading in that game 17-0 heading into halftime, but they weren't. They were leading 10-7 going into halftime. Or 10-7 going into half, or is it 10-3? It might have been 10-3 going into halftime, but they just did not capitalize in the second half. The offensive line does not look good right now. They look like they're taking steps, but Jackson Dart does not look like the quarterback that this team and Hugh Freeze wish they had coming in. 12, Florida, who has actually skyrocketed up my rankings simply because they are being very competitive week in and week out. You just seen their win against Texas a week ago. Now, go into the 12th man to Texas A&M. Excuse me. And give the Aggies a fight until the fourth quarter. This team is taking strides, major strides with Billy Napier. This offense looks like it's finally coming alive. They're definitely not the worst team in the SEC any longer. Florida, number 12. 11, Mississippi State. I have the Bulldogs here. I believe they're coming off a bye week themselves. I still really like Blake Shapen in this team right now. I believe that they are going in the right direction. They now have 2 losses on their record, but this team is very dangerous and can easily knock off a top contender in the SEC moving forward. We've seen how good they can be. Probably should have won that game against Tennessee earlier this year. Looking, number 10, Vanderbilt Commodores. I still have Diego Pavia and the boys right here. I think they can easily move up this ladder, but they had a bye week. Not really much to say about them. They had their most recent loss to Alabama, who I have as number 1. So not a bad loss there at all. LSU takes care of business at home against South Carolina. Now, this team is looking kind of rough. Running the football. This defense is absolutely elite. Garrett Nussmeier has to step up his play. They have the weapons on offense to be very good. They just have to they have to execute. And they have not been executing. This team is still very good. Sitting at number 9 in my power rankings. Number 8, Texas. They beat the team in front of them. Number 7, Oklahoma. Now, I kind of have this here. I do think if they played on a neutral site field again, I would take Oklahoma. Okay, that's just how I do it. I would take Oklahoma on a neutral site field right now. John Mateer with his first game back. Kind of tough for him, throwing, I think, 3 interceptions in that one. Defense is absolutely loaded for Texas. I think the offense is taking these steps in the right direction right now, but you've seen some early falls from Texas. I have them at number 8. Number 7, Oklahoma. John Mateer gets back there. A one-loss team now against Texas is their only loss. I think John Mateer just has to get back into the swing of things. I think they're going to be fine. The defense is legit. They have the weapons on offense this year. Just get John Mateer back into the swing of things. Don't drop any easy ones that you have, and you really have a chance to do something special in the SEC this year. Missouri, number 6, coming off a loss against Alabama. Now, this is not a bad loss at all, in my opinion, anymore, or not anymore, just at all. I think Missouri is still a very good team. They had a shot to beat what I think is the best team in the SEC, so I'm going to take Missouri here at number 6. This team is very, very good. Ahman Hardy is the best running back in the country. Bo Pribula looks very, very solid. This defense is very good. And Eli Drinkwitz is heading in the right direction with this team in 2025. Number 5, the Vols take care of business against the Razorbacks. As much as I talked down on them about, or much I talked highly about Arkansas beating them, they took care of business. Arkansas just generally has been a team that they have struggled against just consistently year in and year out for some reason. They had a drought where they just couldn't beat them for forever. So they take care of business against the Razorbacks. I believe this team is still very, very good. They should be undefeated, but they have an absolute showdown against Alabama coming up soon. Or this weekend, I believe, yeah. So moving on to number 4, who actually has game day this weekend. The teams I'm going to be talking about next for Georgia. They escape Auburn alive. This team is just so resilient. They can get down no matter how many points. This team will come back. I believe in Kirby Smart. I believe in this offense. As much as people want to talk down on, is it Bobo? I think it's Bobo. As most people want to talk down on Bobo, he led this team back into a victory here. I love the weapons for them this year. The defense is still very, very good. No matter how much you get up on this team is so resilient, has too much talent to ever just be dominated. Moving on to number 3 here, Ole Miss. Sitting at number 3. I really, really like Ole Miss, man. Trinidad Chambliss and the boys take care of business against Washington State. Now, a closer game. Lane Kiffin did not like the operation in this game, but I think they're going to be perfectly fine. They get game day at Georgia. Very, very interesting there. They are undefeated this year. Ole Miss can do something special on the road in Stanford. Number 2, Texas A&M. Love what I've seen from the Aggies so far. They've been consistent. I'm just waiting for them to play a legit SEC competitor. Like contender, I should say. Now, I know they have that really, really good win this year at Notre Dame, but I do have them at number 2. Number 1, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama is the best team in the SEC as of right now. This team is playing out of their minds. Ty Simpson is an absolute dog. They have a new offensive weapon in Caden Proctor, who's their offensive lineman. This guy's legit when he gets the football in his hands, kind of just like what Ole Miss did last year with some guys. This team is very, very good. They're clicking on all cylinders as of right now. Okay, moving on to my top 25, guys. Okay, my top 25. I know a lot of this is probably going to be controversial. Okay, I know. But number 1, best team in the country right now, and nobody can tell me otherwise. So many people are going to argue for Ohio State. Miami is the best team in the country right now. With the way they play with the way they've been playing football, Miami is the best team in the country right now. Let's start from the bottom here. 25, USC. They have a nice win against Michigan. I move them in here. They're only a one last team now. I like what I see from USC. This team is very, very good on the offensive side of the ball. Lemon is a legit wide receiver, and they have a very, very good quarterback as well. Lincoln Riley has them in a really good spot here in the Big Ten. USC 25-24. Nebraska gets a nice win over a very solid team in Maryland. I like what Matt Rule and Dylan Raylor are doing so far. Former Cat playing out of his mind. Dan Key, very, very good production from him so far this year. He has been very, very good. This defense has definitely has taken steps in the right direction this year for Matt Rule and the Cornhuskers. So I have them at 24. Cincinnati beats up on Iowa State at home, just runs all over them, gets a very nice solidifying win against the Cyclones. I move them to 23, from unranked to 23. I got the Cincinnati Bearcats. USF coming back into my top 25 at 22. They only have one loss on the year, and that was to my number 1 team in the country, Miami Hurricanes. I really, really like what USF is doing so far. 21, Arizona State. I still really, really like Sam Levitt and this team moving forward in the Big 12. I'm not saying they're going to win it. I just think that they are very, very solid. They've had some nice marquee wins recently. Texas moves back into my top 25 after a win against previously ranked 6th in the AP poll, Oklahoma. They get the win against them in the Red River rivalry. I move them to number 20 here with a nice win. Arch Manning looks like he's finally coming alive. BYU, I believe, undefeated in the Big 12. The Big 12 is so wide open this year, guys. Texas Tech is probably the lead runner, and then you got Utah, then you got BYU. I love BYU, undefeated, very, very solid right now. Give me BYU in 19. 18, Vanderbilt, I still believe in the boys with Diego Pavia. This team plays so good together. I mean, they competed with what I have as the third best team in the country in Alabama right now. They competed with them. I know that the score may not show that, but they scored a late touchdown. So give me Vandy at 18. 17, Virginia had a nice win against Louisville a couple weeks back. I believe they might have had a bye week this week. But Virginia, love what I've seen from them. The North Texas transfer quarterback is playing out of his mind right now for them. Give me Virginia at 17. 16, Notre Dame, from a team that started the year 0-2. They're now back up to 16. In my top 25, I absolutely love this Notre Dame team. They will not stop playing. They will not give up on this season. They have to win out to make the college football playoff, but this team can do it. I believe in Carr. I believe in Jeremiah Love. I believe in this Notre Dame team. 16, Notre Dame. 15, Utah, another team that I really, really love. They competed with Texas Tech for a very, very long time. I believe they are still definitely in the running for the Big 12. Give me Utah at 15. 14, Missouri. Don't drop them too much after a close loss to Alabama. This team has shown that they can compete at a very, very high level in the SEC specifically. I'm kind of interested to see how they do against other really good competition. It's probably the toughest competition you're going to see this year in Alabama, and you competed with them all game long. Give me 14, Missouri. 13, Georgia Tech. I absolutely love what Haynes King and Georgia Tech is doing. They are the first team in the ACC to become 6-0 and bowl eligible. Love what Georgia Tech has been doing. Haynes King is legit. Love the way Brent Key is moving this team in the right direction. Sitting at number 12, I do have the LSU Tigers. I love what they have done so far. I know they have that one loss to Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss is legit. Gary Nussmeier has to play better, but this to me is still a top 15 team in the country, top 12 in my rankings. Number 11, Texas Tech. This team is just going to keep moving forward. They probably have they are so open to winning this Big 12 right now and making the college football playoff. Their defense is absolutely absurdly good. This offense keeps moving in the right direction. I love this Texas Tech Red Raiders team. Okay, moving on. Number 10, Oklahoma. I dropped them like 7 spots. Or maybe I had them at 2 or 3, but 7 spots. I drop Oklahoma to number 10. You can afford that loss, but I just believe there is some things probably in there with John Mateer, but just got to get him healthy, got to get him right. I still believe in this team's talent. Give me Oklahoma and John Mateer at number 10. 9, Ole Miss. This team, I believe, is still very, very good. Now, you've seen them play LSU. I cannot wait to see what this team actually is made of when they go to Georgia. That's when I really am going to get a clear view on this team moving forward. Okay, got Ole Miss at number 9 right now. 8, Tennessee. I still think one of the best teams in the country, probably should be undefeated with a win against Georgia themselves. Love what I've seen from this Tennessee Vols team. Joey Aguilar is legit. They're going to keep moving in the right direction, but their defense has to improve better. Has to improve fastly, or this may fall off pretty badly for the Vols. Number 7, Oregon. They fall to Indiana at home. Game day there, and they lose at home. Kirk Cignetti and the Hoosiers come in and beat up on the Ducks. Dante Moore, I still believe in him. I think he can be still a Heisman winner this year. I believe in Dan Lanning and bouncing back in the Big Ten. I think they just kind of had a slip up here, but you do have repercussions for that. You dropped to number 7 when I had you, I believe, at like maybe number 2 in the country here. Number 6, Georgia. You could never just put this team away. Kirby Smart's the best coach in college football. I love Kirby Smart and this squad. Number 5, Texas A&M. I have them above Georgia. undefeated. They're in a perfect spot right now. I believe they're 5-0. I love this team a lot. I believe Marcel Reed is taking steps in the right direction. They have an absolute amazing wide receiver in Craver. Also in KC Concepcion. This team has loads and loads of talent. They've been playing like it. Had a very, very nice win against a very solid SEC opponent in Florida. 5, Texas A&M. 4, jumping up my rankings, just bazookaed up my rankings. Number 4, Indiana goes into Oregon and gets a amazing resume win here, sitting now undefeated. Big Ten. They look like they're in the second spot for Big Ten right now to probably make it to the Big Ten championship alongside Ohio State. So give me Indiana and Kirk Cignetti and Mendoza right now at number 4. I love the way this team has been playing. They have maybe one of the best wins in college football up to this point, winning at Oregon. Moving on to number 3, I rave and rave about this team. Alabama, Ty Simpson should be the Heisman candidate or the Heisman favorite right now to win it. Love the way Kalen DeBoer is having these guys play. They're playing like one of the best teams in the country. I have them at number 3. Number 2, Ohio State, still taking care of business week in and week out. Just beat Illinois. Took care of them on the road. I believe they beat them by 17. They continue to get better with Julian Sang. I love that team. Could argue for them at number 1, but I have the Miami Hurricanes at the number 1 team in the country. Carson Beck. It's so hard for me. Carson Beck and Ty Simpson should have the same odds to win the Heisman. That's how good both these teams and both these quarterbacks are playing. Mario Cristobal has these guys in the perfect spot in the ACC. They should blow through the ACC and easily win that this year. But God knows, the college football is just crazy. They'll end up slipping up to a team that they definitely shouldn't. But man, Cristobal has this team rolling. The offensive line is amazing. Defense is amazing. That's what their struggle was last year, and it looks like their offense is even better this year. Man, this team is rolling. Best team in the country, in my opinion, is the Miami Hurricanes. I appreciate you guys coming in here and listening to episode 78 here on the Big Blue Breakdown. Go check us out on social media, on TikTok, X, and Instagram. Help us out on this video here as well on YouTube and on Spotify. Thank you guys so much for listening to my rankings here. And as always, you know what I totally forgot to do? I totally got lost here. We're going to give a quick word over to our... Okay, I'm going to take a time out of this here. Totally messed this up because it's just not a part of the routine yet. It will be. I promise. Totally messed this up. We're going to be fine here. We're getting it in. We have a new partner, guys. We have a new sponsorship partner. I want to tell you about our friends over at Bluegrass Elite. We'll be right back here to end the video on the Big Blue Breakdown. I will implement this in the middle of the video next time. I am so sorry, but I just haven't gotten it down for the routine yet. I want to tell you about our friends over at Bluegrass Elite, our new partner. All right, real quick before we keep going, I've got to tell you about our new partners over at Bluegrass Elite. They've got some really nice Kentucky gear, clean designs, stuff that actually looks good on game days. I've been checking out some of their shirts and hoodies myself, and the cool thing is, they're hooking y'all up with 15% off every single time you order. Just use my code BBB15 at checkout. So if you want to rep the Cats and save a little money while doing it, hit that link down in the description of this video. Guys, go check them out. Really, really good gear over there. Make sure to use my promo code BBB15 to get 15% off your order every time you use it. Let's go back to the episode. Have a new partner, guys. Bluegrass Elite. Make sure to use code BBB, that's 3 B's, 15 to get 50% off your order. Link in the description of this video. 2, go check them out and see their amazing Kentucky apparel. Guys, absolutely love. I promise you I will implement it in the middle of the video next time instead of the very end here. That doesn't feel very professional of me, but I'm so sorry, just not part of the new routine yet. Gonna be starting that. But yes, big news here. Probably already seen the video on social media, but got a new partner here, Bluegrass Elite. Go check them out. Use code BBB15 to get 50% off your order. I love their apparel. Be repping it here soon. Appreciate you guys coming in here and listening to episode 78 with me, or listening to me rant about my rankings. Appreciate you guys. We are so close to 90 subscribers. That is awesome. I appreciate you guys all following on social media as well. That has been absolutely tremendous. Let's help. Let's try to get to 100 subs here soon. I appreciate you guys. And as always, go Cats.